I mentioned the Seton Motley piece at lessgovernment.org, and it's a piece that bounces off of this story that's out there about the states that are losing their shirts in the Obamacare exchanges, and every one of them is. And these states are deciding to merge, somehow thinking this is going to spread the misery a little wider and make the individual instance of the misery state less damaging. If state exchanges are not financially self-sufficient by 2016, which is next year, they'll be forced to join healthcare.gov. What's happening is the states are figuring out the money is running out. This is the guy that runs the Connecticut exchange. Yeah, we're figuring out here the money is running out. At the end of next year, everybody has to be self-sustaining, and nobody's going to be. There isn't any state that's going to be self-sustaining with Obamacare because there are all these costs that nobody, quote unquote, knew existed. And all the promises of how cheap it was going to be have been blown to sky high. So there isn't any state that's going to be solvent in this. So Mr. Motley here has written about this effort, calling it yet another terrible idea. States consider combining their failed exchanges. Starts out by saying Obamacare is an unmitigated disaster, a total miserable failure. Everything Obama and his Democrats promised it would do, and there's a list of things, and let me go through them. Obama promises Obamacare will not add one dime to the deficit. 36 times Obama said you keep your health care plan if you like it, or your doctor, your insurance plan. Obama, if you like your doctor, keep your doctor. 23 times he said that. Obama promises to lower premiums by $2,500 per year. There are links, hyperlinks to Obama saying this stuff in Mr. Motley's piece. You don't have to take anybody's word for it. We've played you the sound bites. The evidence is there. Nobody's lying. Nobody's making it up. And there's no racism here. We're just calling Obama out on the lies he's told about Obamacare, and the Democrats, too. 10 broken Obamacare promises. CBO, cost of Obamacare subsidy will increase 8-fold in 10 years. Health insurance cancellation notices soar above Obamacare enrollment rates. O-Care premiums to skyrocket. Obamacare deductibles hit patient pocketbooks and hospital finances. That was something that we all predicted that finally happened, and people acted like they had no idea. Why didn't you tell us? We did. When the deductibles tripled and the out-of-pocket expenses doubled, and the story yesterday that a bunch of newly insured people with Obamacare, never had health insurance before, now have it, all excited, can't afford to use it. Deductibles are too high. They can't afford to use it. Obamacare was going to make health care, affordable health care for all Americans, said Nancy Pelosi. Another lie. It's not affordable for anybody. Unless you're in the Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Bono. If you're in that group. I guess Johnny Ive now. But outside of that, nobody can afford it. Obamacare contains 18 separate tax increases, fees, and penalties, many of which heavily impact the middle class. And the states that set up their own Obamacare exchanges, Oregon gives up on state Obamacare sites, switches to federal exchange. Failure and corruption in the Massachusetts Obamacare exchange. Almost half of Obamacare exchanges face financial struggles in the future. It's really a well-done piece, an assembly of everything that we have been lied to, in some cases numerous times about, regarding Obamacare. And this latest idea of the states to merge in their misery, it's silly. The only intelligent, reasonable thing to do is scrap it. But our elected ones aren't interested. Too much work, too much hassle. And they're afraid of irritating more voters more at a time. It's a giant, I don't believe it. Everything about this said don't do it. And then it was implemented. Everybody said, stop this. It's only going to get worse. And then they heard us and they said, we're going to repeal, even Mitch McConnell, repealing Obamacare. until it wasn't, was one of the things he was promising.